Hi, it's CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. It is beautiful. However, there is some rain. It's been going on all day and it's wet out. And even though it's not a real heavy rain, and right now it's just a sprinkle, it comes and goes. And so I decided to stay in and not go to the Rebel. I really wanted to go listen to Sophie B. Hawkins. She was one of my favorites of the early 90s, but that's okay. That's okay. Um, I'll try to get out tomorrow, and there's a Tom Petty tribute band that I heard. I've heard them probably well, it's been a few years. It's been a few years, but if it's the same tribute band, I think it is. I think it is. Um, and what else? What else? What else? Yeah, so I couldn't really get out and go party like I wanted to. Basically, for me, partying is going to a concert and just kind of like yeah. And what I like about it's an outdoor venue, so I'm skipping it. But I like this one because I kind of get the if I want to, I can go up close and go right to the stage almost if I want to. You know, of course this venue they have like about as far from where I'm sitting as to the edge of my uh, balcony or whatever here. They have about that much distance between the stage, and the audience. So it's not like we can just reach up and have someone reach down and touch our hand or something like that. It's not nearly. You can get a lot closer to the stage, say at Margaritaville. I like that venue. If you're in the first couple of rows, you actually can you can have a personal interaction with the acts or whatever. If they're the type of acts that do uh, really personal interactions as part of their show. But yeah, um, it's fun. I decided I'll just go ahead and take it easy and have a light night. Maybe watch a little bit of TV. Nothing too mellow. And then tomorrow I'll try again. Maybe I'll get out if it's not raining too bad. I'll get out a little earlier. You know. Um, I had fun. I ordered some. I ordered two of them actually. I found them online. Uh, these futons, the smaller couch futons. They should be fun if somebody were hanging over. Say the holidays are coming up, and if I have people hanging around on the holidays, if somebody wants to go uh, stretch out in a quiet room or something like that. I don't have, but maybe. I mean, I've got. I don't know who all would be coming for the holidays, but I do have a couple of uh, their Naples. I've got a niece and a nephew both nearby with newborn kids, so I don't know if they'll come or not. I'll invite them, but they both live, in another state. They both live. I think they both live in Arkansas. I think. So anyway, because and the reason why I say that is because one lives in Texarkana, and Texarkana is split between uh, the point of Texas and Arkansas, and um, it's like there's a whole state line road that runs down the middle, and it splits the town, and it functions as one town, but it's really two towns, two little bitty towns right next to each other. I don't know how they do that, but anyway, yeah, and they live. Uh, my niece lives about 15 or 20 so miles out from that, so. But yeah, so I don't know. They might decide to do stuff in their neck of the woods. Who knows? Uh, but if someone were to come over and they wanted to like lay down in the quiet room or have a little quiet while the rest of us were still feasting, we could easily do that. Plus, I wanted something in this room where I keep the plant. There's no furniture in there, and I used to have instruments in there, but it was like, okay, but still, there's nothing in here that I could, you know. So I'm working on that's my goal. Like I have the holidays coming up, and I'm gonna maybe put up a tree, and then after that, when the tree comes down, after the holidays, is when I expect to have enough. things that I want to start like really settling in. This first year has been kind of like testing out. Like I've been happy, I've been pleased to be here for the most part, but also, hey, is it going to work out? I'm always a little trepidatious to truly like invest or settle into an apartment until I know that I'm going to get along in the neighborhood. And it's I'm going to. It's fine. Uh, so a few hiccups here and there. It's a very new complex, and the management they're all new and everything. But yeah, it's working out. Um, so I'm gonna get some these futons. So they should be in sometime tomorrow in the evening, or either the earlier the next day, whenever. And yeah, there's two of them, and so they'll fold out to like a queen size. I'm not a queen size, a twin size uh, sleeper. And because there's two, if I wanted to put them together, I think the twin size uh, unfolded should accommodate the width of a um, with the width of a twin size, a queen size mattress, which I have a queen size blow up. So if someone were going to stay overnight or something as a guest or something, we could unfold those, put them together, and then put the inflatable mattress on top of it, and they would have like a good sleep at least for 1 or 2 nights or something like that. And that's about as long as people need to stay if they're going to come visit. But I really don't have a lot of overnight. I've had a couple. I've had a couple of overnight guests. One slept on the couch. I was very happy. One of them was just someone that I met, and it wasn't like a date or anything like that. It was just we met, we kind of hit it off. He came over, and it was like uh, yeah, just kind of like hung out and talked and everything. And then when I got ready to go to sleep, I was like, dude, hey, you gotta go, So uh, and then of course, you know, uh, he left, and of course I haven't heard back, but that's fine. Um, he was like, "How do I get in touch with you again?" So I wrote my number on the back of a Narcotics Anonymous business card as a sure way to not get a second date. I don't know, um, but being I don't know. I just yeah, I just want to do things like fix the place up. I've got an idea of some things that I want to get, the type of softer, nicer colors that I want to get for the walls. I've already got some things collected. Uh, I need to look around some of our art shops, um, but it's not just about tone because I'm doing an eclectic. Um, but it's really about making sure that the things will kind of work together. Um, and I want, you know, I've got like some ideas, but then there's a couple of different ways I could go with it. And one of the things that you can do in something like this is you can do like areas. The same way you could do areas in your room, like, hey, this is the sitting area, this is something, you know what I mean? You could do smaller areas instead of a great room. You could do a room with various areas. Each one of those areas can have their individual personality and decor, but there still needs to be some sort of flow if that were the case of what I was going to do. It's almost like that because I've got an open kitchen, and then I've got a couple of tables where people, you know, sit whenever they're over. Of course, it's mostly on the holidays, and then of course where we sit and watch TV or we come out and smoke or something like that. So yeah, whatever. Uh, what else? What else? What else? Just random thoughts, random kicking it around. I've got some some beef steaks in the air fryer. I've got to go. It's actually I've got it on the convection oven setting. I'm not really doing a food video because basically you know, uh, it's actually some nice looking. steaks, ribeye steaks, but they were still frozen. I put them in at about 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes actually, uh, with black pepper, garlic, and some seasoning salt on each side. Nothing too special on that. And when they get thawed out in the center, the outside of the steaks will be, yeah, done. And then there should, so I'm working towards kind of a medium-ish, you know, where I'm going on that. But yeah, no need to do a big video on that. I've done things like that before. I've actually I ate the fish last night, and then I had like a little bit of it for breakfast. The last piece of the fish for breakfast, and aside from that, it's been all day long. Just not really fasting, but not really. But it's like the only thing I had a couple of hours ago with like a little uh, chocolatey granola energy bar thing, kind of, the little, uh, yeah, just to get me through. But I didn't want to have a big meal until later in the evening. So, uh, hmm, it's cloudy and there's no moon out. I possibly could have gotten over to the venue, but it was like, sometimes as excited as I was for going to this thing, it's just, hey, I also feel like a quiet night at home too. So I'm sorry that I didn't do uh, the video of Sophie B. Hawkins, but I'm pretty sure that if you wanted to, 'cause she's touring with new material, so if you wanted to, if you were interested, you probably could find clips of her online. I know she's got a music video for her single "Love Yourself," which is not at all a twist on the Justin Bieber song, by the way. Uh, she's she. If I were to say she was an advocate of self love, in this case, she really is. Um, but it's mellow. It's mellow. It's yeah. It's an interesting song. It's an interesting song. It doesn't exactly speak to me, but it's cool. But I do love her music. Anyway, so I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna say love and light, peace. Good night.